Hey guys, welcome back to Boho Jewel. I'm Sandra and I'm going to finish up this glove that I've been working on this week, and I did a few different videos to break down the different parts. So first we did the body of the glove and then the little ruffle, and so today I'm going to show you how to do this little fold out part. This is like the fourth time I've tried to do this video for technical difficulty reasons. I had it done just a little while ago and apparently my phone was full, like the data was full or something, so it deleted the video like crazy. What? Give me anything creative and crafty to do, but technology and math are not my strong suit. So I'm going based on this pattern that I found for free at Hobby Lobby, this little pamphlet. And this little top cluster stitch fold down, this one really threw me for a loop. No pun intended. I realized after I said it. But so what I did, I'm not going to go back and show you how to do this part because I did that in the video for the shell stitch, and I will put that in a card up here if you need to reference that. But I created a single crochet all the way around the top part of my glove. So there's my little thumb hole and this is the top part. So I created my row of single crochet all the way around the top. I have 25 single crochets in there, and then I did my slip stitch just to pull that together. So here's what I'm going to do. First I'm going to chain one to get started. Now for this pattern I'm going to slip stitch into that first single crochet chain. Whoop, not that. I said single crochet and then tried to do a single crochet. So my slip stitch. Now this calls for a 3 double crochet cluster, and it says make 3 double crochets within 1 step of completion, 4 loops on hook. So that confused the behoozes out of me, and I had to ask my mom for help on that one, and we both had to sit and figure it out. So this is basically what we're doing. We're going to do 3 double crochets into this one stitch, but we're not going to complete each double crochet. So double crochet, you yarn over and you pull it through the stitch, yarn over, pull it back up. Now we're going to pull it through the first 2 loops, and usually with a double crochet you would pull it through, yarn over, and pull it through those last 2. We're going to leave those where they are. And again, yarn over, put it through the stitch, yarn over, pull it up, and pull just through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull it through the same stitch again, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, and now I have 4 loops on my hook, so I'm going to yarn over and pull it through all 4 hooks. And I like to give these just a little bit of a tug to keep them kind of together, but you don't want to pull it too tight because we're going to have to work back into those in our next row. So now we have this completed. Now chain 2, so 1, 2. Now we're going to skip the next 2 single crochet stitches right there. So we're going to 1, 2, skip those and work into this third one. Same thing. And we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And then once you have the 4 loops on your hook, you pull through. Give it a tiny, tiny little tug, and then chain 2. Same thing all the way around. So 1, 2, skip into that 3rd loop with your incompleted double crochets all the way around, and then pull through 1, 2, skip 2, working into the 3rd one, there we go, and all the way through. And this is where when it starts to feel a little loose right here, I like to give it just a little bit of a tug. You don't want it to be too, in fact that came out really loose. You see how loose that one is? I'm afraid that's going to end up making it really wobbly, so I'm going to go back. That kind of happens sometimes when I'm trying to look into the camera to make sure you guys can see. And then it's like walking and chewing gum at the same time. So you don't want to end up letting it get too loose. You just want to make sure that it's not too tight either. I think sometimes with yarn work, with crochet, that can be the trickiest thing is just getting the sense of that tension. so that your stitches are all consistent. I know I remember when I was real little, not real little I guess, but when I was quite a bit younger, well, real little compared to now, I was probably 6 or 7, and my grandma had tried to teach me how to crochet, and I struggled with it because I always wanted to hold the yarn too tight. I just remember that. She was just teaching me how to do some basic like chains and things, and I was so proud of myself that I did those chains. I thought I was an expert. But it was always hard to work back into them because I was just holding it too tight. So it's all about practice. Everything is practice. Practice makes perfect. Maybe that'll be the case with me and the technology as well. And I swear if this video doesn't go through, I think I might just cry a little bit before I try to do the next one. If you guys have any recommendations for cameras, I would love to hear them. I just use my phone. 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, we're almost at the end. I would love to hear your recommendations. I use my phone. I know a lot of people, I think most people use their phones to do videos. And it works really great until something happens, like your data is almost full or whatever the madness was. I don't even know. I don't even know. So I deleted a bunch of stuff that I don't ever use. All right, so here we are at the end. So 1, 2, chain, and we're going to go into, you can see this little loop right here. We're going to work into that loop and just do a slip stitch to close it up, just like that. And now chain 2. 1, 2. So now what we're going to work into are, let me get this one going right here. So we're doing half double crochet, which is the same thing we did for the body of our glove. We're going back to our half double crochets all the way around. So you have this loop here, the spaces in between, and then we have, you can see this loop here that we just worked through on this one for our slip stitch, and then you have another loop right there. So what I figured out works best is to go to half double crochet into the space, half double crochet into that little loop that's on that edge, and then half double crochet into that loop, that stitch. So you have basically, you have those 2 stitches on either side right here, and then the loop. And I just work right into that loop, and we're going to do that all the way around, and it just creates a nice even line, a nice even edge to work in. And we're going to do that all the way around, and I'm going to work it all the way around for you guys and show you what we're doing for the next row. And then basically it's just repeating that, what we just did, for another few rows, and that's the whole pattern for this part. I think the trickiest part was, for me anyway, figuring out where I needed to crochet into. Where I needed to crochet into along here and along these parts right here. And now that I have had to do this video like 3 times, I feel like I could do this in my sleep. So practice makes perfect. I might make a whole bunch more of these just because I'm in the groove of it now. Right? So in the space, whoops, in the space, half double crochet, and then again in this space right here. And this is why you don't want to pull them too tight, especially on that left side. If you pull it too tight and keep the yarn too tense, it's going to be really hard to get your hook through the little space that's right here. There we go. So now we're toward the end, and I have my loop right, my space right there. So I'm going to half double crochet through that, and then I'm going to come right back through here, this little spot right here, and I'm going to slip stitch, chain 2, and half double crochet around again. And you see you have this really nice line again here. So now you're going to half double crochet into each stitch all the way around. So half double crochet all the way, whoops, all the way back around to your beginning, and then again you will just, anytime you come back around to the other side, you will just use a slip stitch to join the chain to keep going back again. Now, if you guys ever do any of these projects, you know, any of the crochet projects or some of the resin videos that I've done, if you get any cool ideas from those and you're making jewelry and crochet items and whatever else, I would love to see what you guys are working on. So I will have my Instagram information in the description, along with I will write down my version of the pattern in the description too, so you guys will have that to look at. But yeah, tag me on your Instagram. I would love to see all of the creative things that are happening out there. It's just lots of fun. It's lots of fun to join with other creatives and just, you know, share ideas and teach each other stuff. I think it's fun. That's when I get really excited, when I'm working with other creative people on creative projects. Okay, so then here we are, our last half double crochet, and I'm going to go right back through here, slip stitch, and 1, 2 chain. So now we're going back into our little 3 double crochet cluster right here. So in the next space right here, we have our single crochet, or not single crochet, our half double crochet stitch right here. We're going to do in this one right here. We're going to slip stitch this one, and then in the very next one right here, we're going to do those little double crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and then pull it through all 4, chain 2, skip 2, work into the next one. So that is the whole pattern for that top part. So what you're going to do, 1, 2. So what you're going to do, you're going to continue around with this, just like we did on row number 2, all the way around, join it at the top, and then for row 6 and 7, you're going to do your half double crochets, just like we did here. Once you get back around, slip stitch, tie it off, weave in your ends, and you will have your finished glove. You will have this little finished, lovely, cute, fingerless glove. So thanks for watching, guys, and let me know again if you do these, if you have fun with these. I will be back soon. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I have lots of cool ideas for other videos. I did create this scarf as well with black and orange, so I played around with that a little bit. So I got some extra yarn to show you guys like how to change yarn colors, things like that. So I will be doing that very soon, and I have been playing with these crazy cool alcohol inks, so I'll be sharing some videos on that soon too. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a great day.